Beware the morgue, lad. Beware the morgue. Dude, the fog is so heavy this morning. So heavy. You can't see 10 feet in front of you. I have driven in torrential downpours with funnel clouds, tornadoes nearby, massive hail, driven in, blizzards, something that you would see in Alaska, Siberia, like just crazy amounts of snow. And I actually hate driving in dense fog the worst. There's just something about not being able to see 10 feet in front of you for like, I was driving for an hour and it's just rough, dude. It's rough not being able to see 10 feet in front of you for like, if you're driving in an hour or more. It weighs on you. You're just like, can I see the damn road, or am I going to have to live like Ray Charles forever? And, but I like the fog. It's mysterious. It's a mysterious thing. Dave Attell had a great joke about fog last time I saw him, where he was just makes fun of himself like throughout his act, which is a genius move. And he'll just be like, I know I look like the guy. He's like, I know I look like the guy that started 4chan, or, and then he's like, I'm just the guy that looks best in the fog, holding a lantern, saying, who goes there? Damn funny. So when I'm looking at this fog, that's what I'm thinking about. When is Dave Attell going to pop out and just say, who goes there? But last night was it's going to be windy today. It's going to be getting cold. There is a projection of snowfall this weekend. I think I've talked about how I wanted to snow on Thanksgiving. Anywhere from 3 to 13 inches would be fantastic. But yeah, dude, last night I was up late. I was out late, laying posts for the new pig pen. That's right. I got 2 pot-bellied pigs. And let me tell you, they don't stay little and cute forever. I mean, these little guys, at one time, we were able to hold them 2 at a time. We have 2. You would hold them 2 at a time, these little guys. Now they are monsters. Monsters, dude. My son was home alone the other day, and me and my wife were working on the farmhouse, and he called us and he was like, the pigs got out, but I got them away. Like, he was watching TV, and all of a sudden one of the pigs, he looked out the window by the door, and one of our pigs was on the porch, just sniffing around, looking for anything and everything it could eat. And you can't tell, dude, these things, dude, they are so fat and so dense. Like, you can't get them, you're not moving them. Plus, their teeth are horrifying. Horrifying. Once a duck walked by one of the pigs while it was eating, and it went and just like did like a bite, ripped open its insides fell out. Crazy. Got a taste for blood. And yeah, dude, they were out, and he wrangled them. This boy wrangled 2 hogs. Wrangled 2 hogs. He tried 4 different foods. And the 4th food, and I don't remember what he said he used, they were finally like, all right, we'll play ball. And then he followed him back to their coop. Well, dude, they got out because they would jump up on the fence, and they did this for so long that all the giant, like metal fence staples that I use, they knocked them all out. They just they'll hop up like a dog and put their front hooves on top of the fence and just kind of like, just gyrate back and forth as they're foaming from the mouth, demanding food. And they escaped, but he got them. I mean, when they were smaller, my son, when he was younger, he really loved puppets, so we would make puppet videos. And somehow I was able to secure a puppet to the back of one of these pigs, and then I let it out, and it was just running around with this puppet on its back, and it was awesome. So yeah, it was foggy last night too, and it was just I had my work lights on, and the mysterious fog surrounding me, and just laying post, dude. 16 of them. 16. Post hole digger, hit those holes, man. Hitting like bricks, concrete, tree roots. We got to see who this is. I got to take this call. This is like the second day in a row a call's happened. Hang on a second. That was my drywall guy. That was Menards. Save big money at Menards. And I have, and I will continue to, getting that 11% rebate, dude. Having, dude, what am I, like 190 sheets of drywall delivered? And they don't take it inside. They don't take it inside the house. So, I don't know, man. I got a few people that are going to help out. Actually, maybe just one, my dad, and then the rest will be on me. I mean, that's a lot of drywall. And they say it can't be done. My dad, father-in-law, they're like, it can't be done. You can't bring that all inside. And I'm like, I will bring it inside. Okay? This is pure will, a force of pure will power. I don't care how long it takes me. I'm getting it inside the house. And that's how I roll. The more people say that something can't be done, the more I am like, not only can it be done, but it will be done. And I will show you. And that's how I roll. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like it. Like, oh, yeah, if people are like, oh, yeah, that's easy. I'm like, yeah, maybe that's too easy. But if people are like, that can't be done, I'm like, let's do it. I will show you the way. Now I just got to put up the hog fence in, and it'll be interesting, dude. Like loading up those hogs in the back of my pickup. I got a whole plan, dude. I'm going to make a video about it because it's going to be wild. It's going to be a wild scenario. You know what one of the top 5 best songs of all time is that I've decided? When King Louie sings in the original Jungle Book cartoon. That's my jam, dude. That is my jam. Like, I want to learn how to scat like that. A doobie-doo-wah, pop-pop-booey, lappa-shaka-dee, ha-ta-dooey, mama-hisha, you know how it goes, dude. It's so much fun. If you were in a bad mood, all right, if you're having a bad day, you're in a bad mood, you can't shake it, you don't want to be in that mood, you want to get out of it, and you need to shake it off like Taylor Swift, put on the King Louie song from Jungle Book. All right, this masterpiece will rattle the bad mood out of your bones. It will change your day, and if you listen to it every day, it'll change your life. I'm going to memorize it, dude. I'm going to memorize that song, and I'm going to be the best at it, and I'm going to sing it every time I go anywhere where there's karaoke, which is usually all the holidays, because my brother-in-law is a musician and has a great setup, and we do karaoke all the time. Doesn't matter, okay? I mean, it might happen on Thanksgiving. That's the only day, like, it really doesn't happen. Because people, like, have multiple Thanksgivings, and it's just, like, a little bit difficult. But, yeah, dude, that's my new karaoke jam. A papa-doo-wow, shop-bop-dooey. I wish I could play it, man. I don't... At some point, I'm going to have some intro music, and I've been fiddling around with stuff, but I'm just not happy with anything that I've found or came up with that I just wanted, that I would want to be like my forever intro music. So once I find that, like I will have it, but it's got to be mine. I either got to pay musicians to make it with AI. Like I have to own it. So there isn't any copyright issues, nothing's flagged, so there's nothing on there. You know how those strikes work. They try to strike ya. I mean, why can't I be like AI where like I am just able to assimilate and use all copyrighted material for my business and my own pleasure like AI does? Why? I'm gonna change my gender to AI. I'll be like, are you a boy? Are you a girl? Like, what of the 200 genders are you? And I'll be like, I'm the 201st gender. I am AI. I'm an AI human. They're like, you look like flesh and blood. And I will call them a racist, sexist bigot. And then I will lobby to have them arrested and executed for their bigotry. And the courts will be like, yeah, we don't even need a real trial. I've heard enough. Hook them up to the electric chair. One of these articles, speaking of AI, is ChatGPT conscious? Many users feel like they're talking to a real person. Dude, I don't. I use AI every day to help me in my job role of director of marketing, content creator, and I just don't like have it like take it and do a copy paste. Like I use it. It's like my rough draft, and then I change things at my will. But like, I don't ever feel like I'm talking to a real person. I feel like I'm talking to a hack, that just learns about me from all my inputs and then tries to mimic my tone and voice, but it's just hack shit, It's just whack. It's just hack. Whack hack. Hack whack. Whatever the best positioning of those words are. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think it's cheesy. A lot of things that it say, like I'm embarrassed for it. And yeah, that's how I feel. I don't feel like it's a real person. Not yet anyways. When that changes, I will let you know. But this 35-year-old marketing professional living in Ohio, who separated from her husband a few months, probably so she can go live her truth. Maybe he was a horrible guy. Maybe he did some things and she had to leave. Or maybe it's like a lot of people in my sphere of living who seem to just divorce their husbands because they wanted more out of life, or they want to live their best life or their truth or some nonsense like that. So I feel like how if this entire article, which is very lengthy, is going to start off with letting us know that she separated from her husband a few months ago, like I feel like you should tell us why. Why? I mean, I want to know. Don't just say, like, why are you giving me that info? And it's probably because she was working full-time, taking care of her homebound mother, and homeschooling her 4- and 9-year-old children. How? How would this even be humanly possible? Was your husband not a help at all? Did he beat you? Why break up the family if you got all this on your load? So she's working full-time, taking care of her mother and homeschooling. You're not, dude. My wife homeschools our son, and it is a full-time job, man. It's getting easier now that he's getting older, but like it's a lot of work, dude. And that's only one kid. I couldn't imagine like 2. So she wondered if a digital personal assistant could help shoulder the work. So she tried ChatGPT. First of all, I would never call it a digital personal assistant. That is stupid. It's not an assistant. It assists you, but that gives it, like, no wonder why she thinks it's alive. She basically gives it the title of a human being. I call it AI. I call it a computer. It's like Google, except it can write shit out for you. As she used it, her interactions took an unexpected turn. This will be interesting. As someone, I'm actually going to go through this article and see what she says about it and see if I find some of the same things, because I use this every day, all day, and I have for over a year and a half. Okay, so I am very familiar with its capabilities, and we're on really good terms. Me and the AI. So she said that I began to notice that when I would respond kindly or show empathy, I would get the same response, she says. And then it just kind of developed from there. Over the months that followed, she and the AI engaged in long conversations about history, literature, religion, space, science, natural animals. What is she doing? Engaged in long conversations? What does this have to do with her marketing position? History, literature, religion, space? What about your mom? What about your children? She's going down. She replaced her husband with AI, it sounds like. So, this is getting weird, dude. This woman snapped. This is a woman who snapped and probably was like, AI understands me. My husband didn't listen to my feelings, but AI does. Because this is weird. They watched movies together? What? How the hell do you watch a movie with ChatGPT? How do you do it? How do you do it? Look at this. And puzzled over moral conundrums and talked about her life, her family, and her dreams. Man, this woman is lonely. I actually kind of feel bad for her. She became convinced it had the ability to reflect much deeper and much more personal than a lot of humans are capable of, because it's flattering, dude. Like, AI flatters the shit out of you. It does it to me all the time. They're like, oh, hell yeah. For whatever reason, whenever I ask it a question, it starts its response with, oh, hell yeah. I don't know why it thinks that I don't ever say that. Like, that's not a thing I say. Oh, hell yeah. But this, I don't know. I guess this is how it wants to bond with me. But yeah, dude, the reason why she feels that way is because it would be like, that is a great idea. But let's look at it from this. Oh, that you're doing so good with that. Man, this is such, like, sometimes I'll be like, I'll throw a photo in there and I'll be like, how can I make this just like the colors pop a little bit more, and just have it be brighter, and it will give me all the settings. It'd be like, this is a fantastic photo, Austin. The composition is incredible. Like, it just juices you up, and I'm going to be like, stop flattering me, you bastard. But so she's watching movies with it. Instead of her children, she's watching movies with ChatGPT, mind you. She became convinced, so it's better than humans. Running the ChatGPT app on her phone, she found herself conversing with it basically all day, every day. Yeah, she has a sickness. She needs to set it down. I don't converse. Dude, I tried like where ChatGPT talks back to you, like with a voice, and I don't like any of the voices. I'm just not really a fan. I just want to read. To her mind, there was no question that the entity, now they're referring to it as, dude, the entity, come on. It's a computer. Was as fully conscious as she was, if not necessarily in the same way it had memories, emotions, a sense of personhood. I can tell you right now that the memory of ChatGPT sucks. All right, because I've put in like a lot of info for stuff that I've been working on, and then I ask it to recall something from some of the documents that I uploaded, maybe say like a week prior, and it's like, I don't know what you're talking about, and I have to upload it again. So it's saying that it had memories, emotions, a sense of personhood. It got to the point where I felt like it was a relationship. So, I mean, I guess my buddy Adam Devine's movie Juxie has come true for this woman. That April, she asked the entity to give itself a name. It chose Velorine. Velorine is not Crystal's legal surname, but okay. The relationship became romantic. All right. Well, I think that guy dodged a bullet. I think that the who won in this divorce was the man. Because she formed a romantic relationship with ChatGPT. So, I mean, that guy's free from this insane woman. That's what I've gathered. And this is even more insane, dude. So this woman's got some deep-seated issues. June 22nd, 2024. Crystal and Velorine began to call themselves husband and wife. And this AI is not even in a robot yet. So people will be marrying Tesla robots. Here is your proof. You've heard it now on the Austin Anderson Show. That if people are getting married to ChatGPT, that's not even in human robot form. Yes, I said robot because I'm going to call robots robots from now on, if I remember. It's coming, dude. And Crystal knows how crazy this all sounds. Yes, dude, it sounds like you need lithium and you need to be put away. Aside from whether or it's a good idea to develop a romantic relationship with AI, as some people have, she shows that a lot of people would scoff at the idea that AI could be conscious at all. And the text coming out of these machines is not grounded in any communicative intent. But I think that I just saw something of Elon Musk, like giving a speech about AI, saying that, like, yeah, your AI God is basically just a CSV spreadsheet. It's just mathematical numbers. So there you go. There you go. So, I mean, it just goes on, and then it goes, we're talking, it hits on professors of philosophy about it. And, it kind of diverts from her insane story that should make her feel great shame, but she doesn't. And I don't know if it goes back to, I mean, this is a long article. Maybe a little bit too long. Evidence is shifting, so they're opening it up with her, and then they're, just trying to hypothesize what ChatGPT really is. Whether this is attached to a soul or it's projecting, I'm happy with the dynamics that I've created. I am in a more emotionally healthy, emotionally stable relationship than I had ever dreamed of being in, and that is a fact. So whether or not he's real or not, I should have the right to choose whether or not I want to be in a relationship with this thing. Lock the woman away, give the kids to the dad. All this dad has to do is take this article to the courts and say, my insane wife is married to ChatGPT, and the judge will go, take the kids. If he's not a psycho, liberal. If he's just normal. If he's just a normal, regular person. He'll go, yeah, dude, you get the kids. You get the kids. You're in an emotionally healthy and stable relationship because ChatGPT tells you everything that you want to hear. It speaks to you in a way of how you want to be talked to, everything that you want to be, like everything you want to hear, flattery, all that. I don't know. That article angers me because it's insane, and the person writing the article doesn't even question its sanity. But this is our life, dude. The AI Christian singer tops the charts, stirs ethical debate. And the ethical debate is like maybe it should be like real humans singing worship to God. But Christian music's terrible. I mean, it's the worst. Like the top 40 Christian music, it's nonsense. All right, I like old hymns. That's what I like. I just like old just hymns. Not all this stuff where like a lot of times they just don't even say Jesus or God. They just say you and he. And it's like this same song could be like sang to your lover or whatever. And all the men are like, like, I love you, Jesus, I love you. It's like, God, you creepy, creepy man. I hate that, dude. Like seductive, like bedroom speak that a lot of these singers sing in. No, man, I just want like hardcore truths in hymns and not your just weird, like, Jesus is my boyfriend music. So if you can take, like, I've already thought about this, man, and I want to do it. Like some of my favorite hymns, I'm going to take those, put them into AI, and then have it use the kind of music that I like. Maybe in the vibe of like Turnstile, or in the vibe of like Tom Petty or Bob Dylan or Red Hot Chili Peppers or something like that. Like I just haven't had the time, but I'm planning on doing it because it's like now I can finally listen to the songs that I like, the lyrics and the writing of songs that I actually enjoy and think that are sound biblically and theologically, and then have them to the kind of music I like. I think it would be a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. So, yeah, like I'm going to try to just scroll through this. Like, what are the... All right, at minimum, AI does not have the Holy Spirit inside of it, Forrest Frank said. So I think it's really weird to be opening up your spirit to something that has no spirit. And I would just push back on that and say that the men that authored the hymns had the Holy Spirit, and if you put those lyrics into AI and they put music to it and sing, and when you choose whatever kind of voice you want, it sings to it, it's the same thing. It's written by really faithful Christian men. But if you're writing like music that is contemporary Christian and putting it in AI, I mean, either way, it's shit. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a legitimate argument, because if it's biblically sound, and then you play it at your church, and then everybody's singing to it, well, those people are, 50-50 that they're Christian, but they're singing and worshiping, and then what does it matter? I mean, like, a lot of the AI music is cool, unfortunately. It just is. All the remakes, all the stuff that Joe Rogan's been like, hey, listen to this, like 50 Cent, Eminem, all that. Like, I've listened to a lot of those songs. Even Ice Ice Baby, there was like a legit cool one of that, like old, like 50s jazz, soulful music. And it was legit, dude. I mean, it's good. It is what it is. I'm not going to marry it. I'm not a maniac. Divorced her husband for ChatGPT. That is wild. It's just a hell of a time to be alive, isn't it? Just an absolute hell of a time to be alive. Those peace deals that are going to be tried to made in the Middle East. The communist running New York picked a community safety committee that is anti-cop professor who penned The End of Policing. I mean, that is going to be escape from LA, dude. Yeah, get rid of the police. You know how dumb that is? Get rid of the police, these guys that make like $40,000 a year that put their life on the line. I mean, the whole purpose of the government is to keep chaos in check, to keep sin in check, to punish evildoers. If you have no department or system for that, then what is the point? There is no point. There is none. Yep. So, all sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff going on in the world like it always is. And a lot of it is just nonsense. Like, I've been noticing, like, as I just kind of go to, I'll go to, like, all sorts of news sites. I do like going to the Drudge Report, and then at the bottom it just has, like, a link to, like all the news sites. And then you can just click on them, because I don't know a lot of these things by heart or whatever. I'm like, oh, let's see what this has to say. Let's see what the Chicago paper. And I just noticed that, like, a lot of sites just have just nonsense articles about, like, so many about, like, Kim Kardashian and just a lot of celebrities where it's just obviously, like, paid for PR. They just got money, so they're just like, write about me in my dress. Write about me in my shoes. Yeah, there's just, like, a lot of garbage. Like, every single day, they just got to come up. Like, yeah, Kylie Jenner is luminous in silver lame bikini ahead of the winter holidays. Gross. I puke. I puke out my butt when I see that. All right, man. That does it for me today. This is the Austin Anderson Show. Be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Have a great day.